Here is my home page, which will look different than yours. I'm going to go down here to record hints, and there's a place that you can show all 120 of them. I have many people in that are from Denmark, which is not a good place for beginners. And I have a lot that are too far back for beginners. I mean, you can do it, but I just want to make this easy to learn. There's one from 1684. So I chose one that's quite a ways down there already, named James Brown, born in 1844. Look at all these sources that are a potential. It says there are 10. I'm going to just show all. Child, child, child. Those are all children. I'm going to go back to James Brown. I want you to notice that his parents are James and Agnes, and he's supposedly married to someone named Margaret. But look at this problem. He's born in England in 1844. I can click on that pencil and it will show me the two sources that show that he was born in 1844. And he died in 1860. And there's actually a source. So he was 16 years old. I'm going to look at his sources. I've opened this 1860 and it says he is single. He's 16 and he's single. So what do we do? Do we just delete this wife? Actually, what we're going to do is I'm going to hold down Control and click on her name, which will open her page. I'm going to look and see what she's got. 0 sources for her death. I don't know how people can put in a death in an exact place without a source. There's a James Brown that lived for 76 years. And there's that James Brown that lived for 16 years. So somebody has assigned both of them to her as a husband. While we're here, I'm going to show you something interesting. See this? Their first child was James Brown, who was born and died in the same year. And the next child, who happened to be a boy, is named James Brown also. I have seen that over and over and over and over again. So don't assume because they have the same name that they're the same parent. You need to check that out. But back to this Margaret, who's married to this James Brown and this James Brown. We know this one is incorrect because he's 16 and single. This little pencil icon is a place where you can go to change relationships. So I'm going to click on that. And here they are, no events. I'm going to remove, see that little X? That shows I'm on Margaret's page. See, I'm on Margaret's page. And I'm removing this James Brown as a husband. I can also replace him, but I'm not replacing him because she already has a James Brown up there that you can't see anymore. Yes, I have reviewed the relationships and the sources and all that stuff. I'm going to remove this husband. And I'm going to put this James was single and 16 when he died. End of story. That's all we need. You can be more elaborate if you want, but as long as you get the point across. I'm going to push remove. He disappeared here. Margaret is still married to a James Brown. I'm going to go back to this James Brown, and all of those research helps disappeared. However, I want to show you something. If I'm going to just go to Mordecai because I know he's got a source because he's on that list. If you see a source listed here and you know it's not him, I'm pretty sure this is him because when I click on it, it shows that he was born in 1837. 1837. He died the 8th of November. This is pretty close, even though there are no sources. I haven't checked it out. I haven't clicked on here to read his biography or not. But if you think it is not him, you click on here and say not a match, and you give a reason why. Relatives, it's a duplicate, dates, or you write your own and then you push dismiss and it becomes part of the algorithm of that person. So we don't need to do that with this James because all of those research helps disappeared. We're done. So if I go back to this, he's not going to be on this list because when I refresh the page, which is that curly Q or F5, he's going to be gone. So there'll be other people that I get to work on.